Well, welcome to the range. Hopefully I explained myself thoroughly in the introduction to what we're doing here. Now we're going to test and prove the product as I described it. And first thing we're going to do, because this passed everything in the last two shoots, everything we needed it to do, it reached a level 9 on the UL scale, Underwriter 752 ballistic scale. But we have upgraded some of the facade material that we're putting on the front and back just to see if we can provide alternative facings for the products that we're putting out. The first thing we're going to do is going to hit a stone face with the M2 30 caliber armor piercing bullet. Then we're going to hit these two, followed by 5 shots to this unit here with the 30 caliber full metal jacket. If it surpasses the armor piercing bullet, that's your armor piercing bullet right there, black tip NATO, that's a level 9. But we want to make sure it also reaches the level 8, just like the 2 previous shoots proved that it did. And the reason for that is that's the industry standard. And for the level 9, they only require 1 bullet to be stopped by whatever the ballistic barrier is. For the level 8, it's 5 bullets. So we want to make sure everything's working properly and can stand up to the pounding. Once that is done, we're going to take this unit alone and we're just going to unload on it like a couple of madmen, active shooters coming into a school, coming into a business, coming into a mall, whatever. We're just going to unload multiple high energy, high velocity rounds.
So here we are with our old friend the M1 Garand, 7.62 by 63. The first 3 rounds are going to be black tip M2 armor piercing tungsten core. And then I will follow that up with 5 rounds 7.62 by 63 for the level 8. So here we go. Clear.
Here are the hits, multiple hits. On the first paneling, we have no penetration of either the black tip armor piercing NATO, military grade,
in fact,
or the 5.56,
oh, hot.
or the 5 rounds of the 7.62 by 63 full metal jacket. No penetration of any of the 6 rounds on the first paneling. Okay, we put 6 rounds into our paneling there. It stopped a military grade M2 30 caliber black tip NATO armor piercing bullet, followed by 5 30 caliber full metal jacket. It has reached the level 8 of the UL scale and level 9. The only thing left to do is just pound this thing until it falls apart. So you can see just how durable and formidable this paneling system is. I'm about to hit it with 5.56 green tip NATO armor piercing 30 rounds. Here we go. Fire in the hole. Rounds, clear. Safety on.
All right, back to our old friend, the Chinese or Russian SKS. This is the same caliber as the the infamous AK-47, the 7.62 by 39. We're going to do 11 rounds, full magazine. Fire in the hole. Clear.
Ready? Okay, 30 more rounds of the 5.56. This is the full metal jacket 5.56. 30 rounds. Fire in the hole. Actually, I think I counted 29 rounds, but clear. Safety is on. Okay, that box, by the way, is there to capture any ricochet. Now, this is after 70 rounds, 77 rounds, maybe 76. I think I miscounted one. But just to show, there is no penetration. Absolutely no penetration. Got some stones that's knocked off. Right there, that's a stone that's knocked off. Stones came off. You know, 77 rounds, you're going to expect something to fall off of there. There's the tattletale. That is from the armor piercing from the earlier part of the shoot. That is a piece of rock. A piece of rock that's stuck in the cardboard. I'll leave it right in there from the compression wave. So that's the tattletale. There are no through and throughs in the tattletale. There's nothing coming out the back. That's what's left of the face after 77 rounds. We're going to hit it with 30 more rounds. 5.56 green tip NATO armor piercing and 5.56 full metal jacket. All at the same time.
So what do you think? We play active shooter for a second and just kind of punctuate this point.
We can do that. I've got 30 rounds of green tip NATO armor piercing. What do you got?
I got 30 rounds of NATO 223 full metal jacket.
Let's throw some lead at this. Clear.
Clear. You know what? I'm going to up the ante.
How much more up can you get?
I'm going to up the ante some more.
It's going to be a hard sell.
Fine, be that way.
Was that 30 more rounds?
How many?
How many more was that? Was that 30 more?
Yep.
That was 30 more.
You know what, Michael? Hold that.
By all means.
I think we have a successful deal here.
Wow.
You know, I'm ready to celebrate because we stopped 182 rounds.
That was our count, 182 rounds. 182 rounds in a 1 foot by 1 foot square paneling. That's 3.5 inches wide.
You know,
wow.
Let me tell you how confident I am in our product. Have you by chance a bottle opener?
Let's see. Yes, I have a bottle opener.
Well, then this is how confident I am in our product.
Great, we got 2 of them.
Cheers.
182 rounds. High velocity, high energy munitions. 1 foot by 1 foot square paneling. Very low cost. I'm good with that. So I'm going to turn it around. We're going to see if there was any damage done. We blew the face off of this. And the core material is pretty much seeped out after 182 rounds.
Dude.
I have one penetration that looks like a .45 caliber. That's probably because
There's no core material.
the core
there.
material was kind of reduced to sand. But that's a very large hole. That would be a .45 caliber, and we were into that about 170 rounds before you pulled out your 911 .45 ACP. I'm good with that. I am very good with that. It's barely bulging. That's what this system will do. I don't know about you, Andy, but my kids in school, they're going to be safe sitting behind this. If they're in a mall, they're going to be safe. If they're in an airport, they're going to be safe behind paneling made out of this system. And because it's so low cost, the schools, the airports, law enforcement, they can afford this. It works. 182 rounds.
Yep. And I want to emphasize that no active shooter in the world is going to stand there and reload over and over and over into a 1 foot square. It's just not going to happen. Okay, the guy's going to take his couple shots, he's going to move on.
And that's what it's designed to do. It's designed to frustrate and to thwart their effort so they do move on. You got a whole school full of these, they're going to go from classroom to classroom to classroom. Everyone is safe in each classroom. How long do you think it's going to take for law enforcement to get there? Probably the third classroom, second classroom. See, we're slowing down the active shooter. We're slowing them down, frustrating them, trying to get them to be somewhat a little bit confused. Oh, I got to move on. The more time we can put into the equation, the more time law enforcement has to respond and react against an active shooter. This system works, and it's affordable.
So, and I just really want to push 182 rounds in a 1 foot square. That's 8 magazines in a 1 foot square. Nobody is going to stand there and reload 8 times. It's just not going to happen. So, I'd put my grandson behind this wall any day of the week.
Yeah. We are good.
I'm out. Congratulations.